Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to P4P TV. This is Michael and it's been a while, but I'm back. We are keeping it local this time around, and Under the Microscope is an event brought to you by Ace Boxing Group, a promotional outfit known for nurturing and promoting/co-promoting talented fighters like Liam Pardo, Dempsey McKean and rising talent Jalen Tate, among many others. Unbeaten Tate and rising prospect and female boxing sensation Taylor Robertson will both feature on the undercard in this event taking place at Eatons Hill Hotel in sunny Queensland. Headlining the show no less is IBO Cruiser-weight champion Floyd Masson as he looks to defend, retain and moving forward unify titles on the international stage. However, he must first contend with Belgian Yves Ngabu. Ngabu, who teeters on a top 10 cruiserweight division world rankings and stands 15th in line for a shot at the WBC Cruiserweight world title, will be Masson's toughest challenge, and you can bet that the Belgian isn't here to make waffles. It all goes down September 9th. Floyd B.O.D. Masson will make his second outing for 2023 heading into this bout after capturing the IBO early this year in a Fight of the Year contender against Italian Fabio Turchi. That bout, which took place in March, highlighted Masson's willingness to step up and take on an experienced and relative unknown opponent that, on paper at least, posed a legitimate threat. At the time, Masson had only 12 pro bouts under his belt, a contrast to Turchi, ranked number 1 cruiserweight in Italy at the time and former European champion, whom by the time of facing Masson had already amassed a professional record of 21 victories with 15 by way of KO and 2 losses with one of those coming by KO. Both Turchi and Masson displayed otherworldly grit, heart and impregnable chins as they battered one another until the final bell. Masson would take the victory by unanimous decision, but the fight seemed closer in the flesh than on the scorecards. Both were taken to hospital after the fight, both fighters cut and swollen. The pair looked like they just auditioned for a remake of The Goonies, with both vying for the role of Sloth. A testament to the undefeated Masson for stepping out of his comfort zone was another fact that in the Turchi fight, as far as I know and according to BoxRec, it was Masson's first pro bout against a southpaw, much like himself. A southpaw on southpaw matchup is not all that common and can be awkward. Regardless, Floyd Masson walked away with the IBO and will now be making his first title defense against yet another seasoned campaigner and former European champion. Versatility in the ring is something that Masson can employ. Bouncy and light on his feet when he wants to be, particularly early in the bout, Masson uses his lateral movement, circling his opponent before picking his spots to step in to engage. A busy puncher working behind his jab, a jab that acts as a segue to a variety of creative, stinging and accurate shots. And then there's brawler Floyd Masson, the Floyd Masson that doesn't mind standing toe-to-toe and trading. BOD certainly has the ingredients for an exciting fighter. His next opponent, another big test, has a style that complements Masson, and the two approaches will no doubt create the conditions for high drama. Yves Ngabu has experienced a bit of a mixed lollybag of results in his last few fights. More specifically, in his last 5 bouts, he has suffered 2 losses, the only 2 losses in his pro career, and a no contest which occurred mid-last year in 2022. More to the point, his only 2 defeats have come at the hands of slightly better opposition, albeit at a regional level, in my opinion. For example, a split decision loss to Yevgeny Tishenko early this year and a TKO loss to Lawrence Akobi, arguably levels above Tishenko in terms of skill and ability, but still, as far as I'm concerned, not an elite level fighter. What should be taken into account here is that both losses were to rangier fighters that emphasized their abilities on boxing from mid to long range and spoiling when on the inside. That's particularly the case with Akobi. Akobi was able to pick Ngabu off with shots most times that Ngabu attempted to step in to close the gap, and when Ngabu was able to get on the inside, Akobi did what Akobi does best, tie his opponent up. Despite the results, Ngabu's losses did not come through a lack of trying, and this brings me to the point about styles. Ngabu likes to come forward, aggressively so, and when in range, he lets those babies go, targeting both the body and head in equal measure. His shots are slightly loose, and at times he swings for the fences like Babe Ruth, often missing, but he brings the fight and the pressure. Floyd Masson, who can box with a more graceful finesse when he wants to, will embrace Ngabu's aggression, and I think he'll be more than happy to stand and trade with Ngabu at times, particularly if Masson feels like he can take what Ngabu has to offer with regards to power. Pure boxers / spoilers trouble Ngabu, but boxer punches give him something more to work with and allow him to get off shots on fighters that open up more and are not so defensively minded. With his experience in the pros over the years and his come-forward style, Ngabu should give Floyd Masson a decent test, which should also help Masson gauge where he is as a pro boxer on an international level. If I'm wrong, I'm happy to let Michael J. Fox shave my beard with a barber's razor, but I believe Floyd Masson gets the job done. Masson possesses better movement in the ring, his shots are tighter and snappier, and despite both fighters being in their early 30s with only 3 years separating them, Masson seems like the much fresher fighter. Also, Masson, at least to me, seems like a fighter on his way somewhere, perhaps even to unify with one of the other major alphabet titles if things go his way and he lands the right opponent. Whereas Ngabu, given his recent results, I feel like he might be past any kind of significant career resurgence at this stage in his life. I could be wrong, but I think Floyd stops Yves Ngabu with a late round TKO. Thank you for watching Pound for Pound TV. Please remember to subscribe and hit that notification bell for future updates. See you in the next one. Check out our Patreon page to become a Patreon family member where you'll receive some cool perks. If you're looking for some new threads, we've got t-shirts, hoodies, and much, much more. So head on over to our Michael Akobi Pound for Pound TV stores. They can be found on Redbubble and Spreadshop. Join me on my travels and head on over to my other YouTube channel titled Barefoot and Free. There you can follow me as I traverse the many parts of our planet and occasionally get into a spot of bother. Nonetheless, it's always fun and entertaining. If you're struggling with some of life's obstacles and challenges, my book How to Get Out of Life Traps might just be the answer that you're looking for to help guide you through the difficult times. It's helped many get past some of their darkest moments, and it might do the same to you. You can purchase it on Amazon, where you can also find a wide range of my other works. Those works include screenplay to book adaptations, a fairly unique concept, with genres covering comedy, heist and revenge, drama, supernatural and crime, if that's more your cup of tea. You can find them by following the link provided.